This video is going to show you how to identify the slope of a graph as well as the y-intercept. Okay, how to find the slope. The way we're going to find the slope is if a graph or a line already has two dots on it, then you're going to draw a right triangle connecting those dots. So here I have one dot, there I have another one. This line is going down. I'm always going to start from this side of the graph. I'm going to try to connect these. That means I would go down and then to the right. I'm always going to go to the right. Sometimes you go up, sometimes you go down, but always, always, always you want to try to go to the right. Okay? The amount you go up or down is the rise. This graph went down, then it went to the right. When I count these, if I zoom up on my graph right here, and I count them, this goes down 1, 2. 2 units down. Wow, that is a horrible 2. 2 units down, 1, 2. And 2 units to the right. Okay, I'm going to put it back in normal. 2 and 2. That's what I got. 2 down, 2 to the right. 2 over 2 can simplify, and that's going to be 1. However, we said that this line went down. And in math, down means negative. Therefore, my final answer for this one, the slope would be -1. Two over 2 simplifies to be 1, and then because this line was going down, down's going to be represented by negative. I'm going to try this one more time. First thing you want to do is look to see where the two dots are on the graph. Connect the two dots by drawing a right triangle. Again, you might be going up or down, but you're always going to go to the right. This time when you take a look at the graph and you start from this side, this looks like you're walking up a hill. So that means this is going to go up and then always to the right. So I'm going to put those words over here. Oops. Pen messed up right there. This time we're going up and to the right. When I draw that line, I'm going to zoom in so I can see this better. When I draw those lines, I'm going to go up, then to the right. The amount that I went up was 1. The amount that I went sideways to the right was 2. I'm going to put those numbers together now. The amount I went up was 1. The amount I went sideways was 2 to the right. 1 over 2 can't simplify, so that's going to be the final answer. The slope of this graph is just 1/2. And it's positive because it's going up. Okay, now we're going to deal with a y-intercept. Y-intercept. That means we're going to look at the y-axis. When you look at a graph, the line that's going sideways through the middle, that's labeled as the x-axis. It has an X on it. The line going up and down vertically, that's the y-axis. It has a Y on it. So in order for me to find the y-intercept, I'm going to start at the y-axis, and all I need to do is look down it. Look at it, go up and down, and I'm going to find the position where my graph is being crossed by this line. So one thing you can do that might help you is just highlight the y-axis. When you highlight the y-axis, now that draws your attention to the area you need to be looking at. If I zoom in on this graph, I've highlighted it. Now I'm going to take a look at where does the blue line intersect my highlighted y-axis. If I come straight up, following this path, right here you can tell my highlighted y-axis is being intersected at this point right here. So I'm going to place a dot right in that location. This is the y-intercept. The place where the graph crosses the y-axis. That's called the y-intercept. Now this graph isn't labeled with the numbers already counting up as you go, so I'm just going to have to figure that out. The center is always 0. I'm going to count up 1, 2, 3, 4. I had to go up 4 boxes, and when you go up in math, up means positive. So now all I need to write is that my y-intercept was 4. Oh, terrible. Number 4. The y-intercept was 4. Alright, let's try this one again. Y-intercept. To do that, you're going to look at the y-axis. Going to go straight down. Highlight it. Find the path where the graph intersects what you just highlighted. Here's my line. I'm going across the line until I find the point where it is intersecting with my highlighted y-axis. I'm going to put a dot right here. That's going to tell me the exact point where it crosses the y-axis. Zoom in so I can count this and be real precise. There's my dot. Remember, the center is the origin of 0. I'm going to count down 1, down 2. If you go down, that's going to be represented by a negative. Okay, so now all I'm going to do is label that this point is the y-intercept. And we just got through saying it was down 2. So that means it is -2 for the y-intercept. Okay, last one. I'm trying it again. Find your y-axis. Go down the y-axis. Highlight it. Draws your attention to where you need to be. I'm going to start on the line that's in my graph. I'm going to travel down the path until I find the position where now it's intersecting with the y-axis. I'm going to put a dot right here because that's going to be the exact point where it's intersecting. Let me zoom in so I'll be able to count this in a second. Again, the origin is where you start with if your graph is not labeled. I only needed to go up 1 box till I get to this point that I've found. So that means the y-intercept is +1. Scoot this back out. Get my pen. Okay, labeling this. The y-intercept is +1.